Welcome to Ephemera Files with Tommy, and this video is going to be just a little different because on my Facebook memories it popped up not that long ago. Let's see, it was in December, it was middle of December, and I put it into my saved videos and I forgot about it, but it popped up a memory of almost the very first junk journal I ever made. At the time, I don't know that I even knew they were called a junk journal. I made one years ago, decades ago, a long time ago. When I was in high school as part of a project for my history class, I made what I called the diary of a young man who went to Vietnam. And I took a notebook, I aged it, I added drawings and letters and different ephemera, didn't know that term at the time. To age it, I dropped it in a mud puddle a couple of times. I dripped coffee on it on purpose. Made a few mud smears in it and a little bit of soot smear in it, just to make it look like it had traveled with this young man through his time in Vietnam. And then the last third of the book, outside of being aged, had nothing in it. And tucked into the back, I had put a mock-up of a telegram that his parents would have received, telling them that their son had been killed in action. And that was my project, and I got an A on it. Now, if somebody made that at this time, they would probably call it a junk journal of sorts. But that was a long time ago. Didn't even know it was a junk journal, didn't even know there was such a thing. I knew about smash books, but we would get in trouble if we had those because the school thought those were a bad thing. Let's see. But back to the video memory. I made a journal out of envelopes for a lovely lady as a part of the Junkin with Jesus journaling Facebook group. And that was my introduction to actually making a junk journal. So I'm going to show it to you. The video quality isn't great. Let's see. I think it's really cute though. And it has some ideas that I had forgotten about things that I had done. So I am going to share it with you. You can glean from it what you will. You can see where I've come from there. You can get some ideas. You can decide it's the silliest thing you've ever seen. That's all up to you. It doesn't mind. It made my heart happy that memory popped up. And then it made my heart happy again when I was going through my saved items to get rid of some things, and I saw that I had saved that. So I'm going to share that with you now, right here. Hello, everybody. I would say this is my first time making a video of this sort. This is actually my third because the first two turned out to be photos. Just photos. I had it set on the wrong thing. This time, I already looked. It's on video. And this will be a flip through of my envelope junk journal that I made following the directions that Laura shared with us. And I have a special lady in mind who is going to receive this, but I haven't mailed it yet. It wasn't a Christmas present. It was it is a thank you gift. So let's get started. This ribbon just happened to fall into my possession, and it matched this journal perfectly. And it took me a few times to get this bow the way I wanted it to look. And so instead of untying it, it slides off perfectly. Let me hide this. A little charm on here for the lady who is going to be receiving this, and I really don't want to give you that clue. So we'll set that to the side. And the first page that we have, the first part that we have is this, I want to call it a demi page or a half a page. I didn't glue it down to the front, and so I was able to make this little extra special flap that opens up. It has little doilies. You can see a white one in the background peeking out over here, and washi tape, and more washi tape, and more washi tape, and more washi tape. This washi tape, none of it's glued down, so it can all be peeled up and used again. This was the front to a card that I got, a thank you card, and I kept the little sentiment that was inside, cut this part off the top and added it. It is glued down to the, whoops, yes, it is glued down to the envelope underneath. So here's our first set of pockets. I love these giant paper clips. I don't know why, just because they're an odd size, I guess. And so I have several paper clips throughout this book. I have several washi samples that are wrapped around these little thread bobbins or embroidery floss bobbins that you would find, ribbon bobbins, little plastic ones. This one's too wide to go around the correct way, so it's going that way, but it still works. I have blank pieces of journaling paper. Once again, I have the paper clips. This is a little strand of pearls that fell into my possession, probably the same time as that ribbon, if I recall. This is a tag from a piece of furniture that I got at a home store, and I just thought that the phrase, the colors went perfectly. I thought that the phrase was fitting. Because I like that sentiment, you probably want to cover up the back. But you could do something like this, and you could make a bookmark. You could make another journaling tag. You can do whatever you want with it. I just really like the phrase. I have a few of these tags that I'm doing things like that with. I have here some more little scraps of paper. I am grateful. I am simply me. I am ready. I like that, and the colors went well. These are all little washi strips right in here. My pockets, I did a little differently than Laura did. I don't know if I was using the wrong glue or doing it wrong, but my envelopes just would not stay together. And so I took wide washi tape and I put a strip across, joining the back of one envelope to the opening of the other envelope. And then I took an X-Acto knife and I just cut around this corner, leaving the joining here intact. And that way it seemed to strengthen my book. It's probably because I have too much stuff in here. Is that really a thing, too much stuff? But all of this washi tape, it can be taken off and reused also. I love these little birds here. This was from a card that was included with an order from a company. I follow a few companies where I get a monthly craft box, craft kit. I believe this is By the Well for God. And she always sends this little sentiment here, and I use it in a lot of things. I've used it in this, I've used it in my Bible, I've used it to make cards. It's just a nice color. It adds a special little feeling of homemade goodness onto your project. So let's get all this tucked back in here. We have a lot of stuff in here. So putting it back together is going to take me as long as it does to take it apart, I think. I should know, I've already made this video twice. There we go. If I could just remember how I did it the first time, that would be helpful. Okay, so we'll turn the page. And here I've used some more stickers, some word-fetty stickers. This envelope just comes completely out. I've just tucked that little flap right into that opening. And inside I've got a card. And this envelope and this card can be repurposed just as is to send somebody else another nice little greeting. I've got some pieces of rickrack, more washi tape, some journaling cards that I printed onto cardstock. I love that these raffle tickets were in the perfect colors to go with this book with the teal and the pink. We have some baker's twine. We have some cards, Count the Happies with space for notes on the back. And a couple of more pieces of journaling spots that you can add in. I'm pretty sure I did not buy a single thing to make this journal, which I think is kind of not a rule, but it's what you really want to do. You really want it to be a junk journal, but you want it to be a beautiful junk journal. And you don't want to be wasteful with your money, but you don't want to be wasteful with your supplies. And this is a way to do both. You can do both. In this one, this pocket over here, I made this pocket from an envelope. I simply cut the envelope, I sealed the flap down, cut the envelope in half diagonally, and then glued the pocket down, and then added a sticker and a little bit more word-fetty. Inside here we have a tag that I just tied some of that rickrack to. A journaling card, another journaling card that has some photo corners tucked in. And this little acrylic piece that says Adore Today. I really, really like that. That's hard for me to give up, but I really felt like I needed to. So I listen sometimes. And sometimes God makes me listen. In this pocket, I have a couple more paper clips. I have this lovely little trim here. And I know that this will come up easily because I had to take it up a couple of times to get it put on there straight. So I know that it will be reusable. In this pocket, I have 3 different doilies. I have another little tag, and I have a story about this. I love my mother-in-law very much. Let me just start it with that. And I turned 50 almost 2 years ago, because my birthday's coming up here in a couple of weeks and I'll be 52. And when I turned 40, I was really having an issue with my age. I don't know why. I think it's because that's when a lot of my medical issues started to come around leading up to 40. And so I didn't want anything to do with anybody celebrating my 40th birthday. And years went by, and everybody just loved me through all of that. And then it was coming up on my 50th birthday, and I just really didn't care about celebrating my birthday. I was good to celebrate everybody else's, but not mine. And my mother-in-law, for my birthday, for my 50th birthday, inside my birthday card wrote me a little letter with 50 reasons why she loves me in it. 50 reasons why my mother-in-law loves me, who struggles loving myself. And it wasn't artificial feeling or sounding at all. It was just beautiful. And so I put that into an entry in my journaling Bible. I also have a photo of my mother-in-law and me on a vacation that she made me swear I would not put on Facebook. And so I didn't. I put it in my Bible. So that picture and that letter are in my Bible in an envelope that I made out of this vellum. So, and you can see I'm playing with this a lot. So know that when you're getting these little scraps that are just like, what are these scraps? You're getting a little piece of my heart. So I hope that they make you happy, that you can have a good memory with them too. Sorry, got a little misty there. Need a drink of coffee. All right. This little piece of flair here also came with the By the Well for God kit that I got. This doily is it's a lace doily. Has a little tuck spot in there for some more washi inside of that. And whoops, that was supposed to be inside. And this tucks right in there too. It's just another little journaling spot. Those two tucked in. This flare is holding this doily in by washi tape that is threaded through the pin on the back of the flare. So this is completely loose, not glued down or anything, so it'll be totally easy to just take it out of there and use it however you want. Whew. Okay, I think I'm settled now. I have to kind of do this though to get this next page to come open. I added some quotes in here. I love little reminders, and I need little reminders to have a grateful heart, to smile, to share with others, to have faith, to be cheerful. And so I tucked some of these little things in here to help my recipient also be able to do that. Little journaling card. I think that's so cute on the back. Just a little bit. Another journaling spot. This is folded in half, but I can't seem to pop it open with one hand. A frame, and another little pocket here that you can glue in or use however you'd like. And I have this envelope junk journal stuffed so full, and I'm not sure yet if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because it makes it rather difficult to get it put back together afterwards. Okay, here we go. Here's another little bit of lace that was in with the box of goodies that I got, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't intended to be purple. I don't think that's on purpose, but it happened that way, and it still works because there's a little bit of purple back here and in a couple of other spots. I love these little clips, and I cannot for the life of me remember what kind of clip that's called, but I really like them. I have a bunch of different styles. And another journaling card. This was in something else that someone gave to me, a little package of ephemera. It says cheers, and it just made me happy, so I thought I'd share the happy. I have some napkin plies folded up here, along with some more washi tape tucked inside. Oh my goodness, I'll never get that folded back up. Let's see what happens. Oh yay, it did. It may not be the same way as it was, but it's folded. Alrighty. This is another one of those envelopes that I just cut in half to create a pocket. Oops. I think we'll find out just how often I say whoops during this video. We are almost to the end though. Here's another pocket that I made, and it has, I love these little paper clips. They are so fun, and I have lots of different shapes of those too. And then I have some more little heart stickers and word stickers. Another little journaling place with a paper clip. I thought these were so funny when I saw them. I think I got these at Joann's in their dollar spot. And they're funny, but they're fun, and they can be used for lots of different things. Another little journaling card tucked in right there. Here's another card that is tucked into the envelope. I think this is actually one of the cards that went with these envelopes. With some more paper clips, some more washi tape, some more napkin layers, and some cardstock ephemera tucked in. Hopefully I can get this back in here without ripping anything. It's meant to be taken apart. This whole journal is meant to be taken apart and used however the recipient wishes, but I don't want to be the one to tear it up. And then this last page, these were on a birthday card, and I just really thought that they were beautiful. I bumped it up on the butterfly. I bumped up on foam tape, not a lot, just a little. And then this was the front of another thank you card that I repurposed on here, along with another little paper clip with a bow. And it is uniquely handmade, and I don't think that I could reproduce this because a lot of the things in here are one of a kind, just like my friend that is going to get this is one of a kind. And that'll be it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any pointers on how to make better videos, please share. If you have pointers on how to make better junk journals, please share. If you have any tips on how to control yourself with how much stuff you put into it, and when too much is too much and not enough is not enough. And let's just say on top of that, how to not overthink the process, which I'm doing right this second, I would appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you all very much for watching. It was really cute. I think it was really well received. I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad that I jumped into junk journaling from that point. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed about your first attempts at anything, because if you don't have a first attempt, then you don't have a second and a third, and you don't grow, and you don't get to be better. You just don't. So I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch that little video. I appreciate you taking your time out to watch this video. And I appreciate that you join me all of these times. And as always, I want you to remember, be kind. Bye.